Hey, what's up all my chair yogis? I'm Janice. Welcome to Yoga Moments. Today we have a flow for yoga for confidence. So if you've been feeling a little blah lately, or you're just feeling like you need a little pick-me-up, a little more vibrance, this is a great flow. We're going to take it inside. We're going to feel confident and we're going to have a little fun. So I'll meet you in the chair. We're seated for the entire flow. And we're going to find that inner alignment. So we're going to start by planting our feet either hip width apart or feet together. Press into all four corners. So we're really starting inside right from the get-go. Lift up from the arches, and then we're going to lift up from our pelvic floor. Draw our navel in and up, so just like you're giving yourself a little hug. And we're going to lift our heart. So drop your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe try and squeeze the shoulder blades just gently together. And hands can be at your side. They can be in your lap. Close your eyes here. Take a minute for yourself and just check in. So whether or not you've been feeling confident lately, and just maybe consider, what would it feel like to be confident? How would that feel for me in my body, in this space? Continue to breathe here. And if you want, maybe you set an intention, maybe I'm going to move with more confidence. Maybe I'm going to think with more confidence. Whatever you do, you can bow your head to your hands, bringing your hands to your heart. And just set your intention. When you're ready, we will open our eyes. We are going to start with a seated cat-cow. So I'm actually going to walk my feet a little bit hip width apart, pressing into all four corners just as before. Hands are going to come to my knees, and I'm going to inhale. I'm going to round through my belly. So bringing it forward, I'm going to look up. Inhale, and then exhale. I'm going to round through my spine. So drawing my navel in towards my spine, drawing my heart back. And then inhale, draw a line, look forward. Exhale, rounding through. So you can follow your own breath here. Have the confidence to do it. Just warming up our spine here. So it should feel good. Listen to your body. And if you find a few spots where you're like, oh, I really want to stretch that out, go for it. Have the confidence. Listen to your body. Find your breath. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to center. If you want to take a few circles, go for it. See if you can keep your sit bones planted. And really lift up, drawing the heart away from the pelvis. So creating that space, but hugging the navel in to give us that support. So it's one thing to say, yeah, I'm going to be up nice and tall, but if you don't kind of hug your lower ribs in, draw your navel in, you're not supported, and that's going to cause you to flounder. And we don't want that. We don't need that. So we're going to take our hands down to the side. So this is Tadasana, where it's a standing pose generally, but we're going to modify it for the chair. Heart is lifted, shoulders squeezing towards each other, the shoulder blades like you're holding a pencil. Palms are open. So consider it a pose of receiving, or maybe just a pose of being. Close your eyes and just breathe here. And even if it feels a little silly, what would it be like to be confident even in a pose that feels a little outside our comfort zone? Maybe a little vulnerable or revealing. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. We're going to inhale. You can open your eyes, sweep the arms up nice and high, and then exhale down to our heart. So dropping the hands, we'll do that a couple more times, and pretend you're moving something here. So really move what's around you. Feel good. Exhale, hands down to heart. So often it's easier to feel confident when we're moving. It's when we get still. It's easy to be confident even when we're still and not moving in a pose with our hands at our heart, or a pose like Tadasana. So just asking some questions, seeing how it feels. We're going to open our left foot to the side. So my legs are at 90 degrees here. If this is comfortable for you, stay here. if you have more available to you in terms of flexibility in your hips and your legs, or range of movement, we're going to step our right foot back. So coming into a chair version of Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2, I'm sitting right at the edge of my chair so that my right leg can be off. My left knee is over top of my left ankle, and if I look down, I can see my left big toe. So finding that alignment, because we don't want to put ourselves out of alignment. We want to be in alignment. We want to feel good with ourselves. We want to find a little space, a little confidence. So press into all four corners of both feet and draw up from the arches. That's going to engage your inner thighs. Squeeze your sit bones together. So this is a hip opening posture. So it's going to feel maybe a little more range of motion. And honestly, if you are here, you can always work at just opening your hips a little more if you would like. And really squeeze your sit bones together. So keep your shoulders stacked over top of your hips, no matter where you are. You got this. Feeling confident. Alrighty, we're going to stack our shoulders over our hips, bring our hands to our heart, and then we are going to push open. So nice and wide, squeezing the shoulder blades together, just like our sit bones. And let your tailbone be heavy. So let yourself really sit in the chair here. Breathe here. And imagine that you are going far beyond your physical body. So this whole pushing out thing, we're extending nice and far beyond our fingertips. Nice and big. On an exhale, I'm going to drop my left elbow to my left knee. Inhale, reach the right hand up nice and tall. Maybe you stop reaching up towards the sunshine. Maybe you reach it over. Either way, nice stretch in the right side body. Lift up from all four sides of your torso. So you're really creating that lift from within, starting with you. Breathe here. Maybe you look up towards the sun. Draw your shoulders away from your ears so heart is lifted. You got this. One more breath. On an exhale, we're going to come all the way back. I'm going to bring my right hand all the way to my right thigh, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of support. So we're not just having to extend and deal. We're supporting ourselves through the movement. I'm going to bring my left foot back to center. Reach behind me with both hands and just inhale, look up. So drop your shoulders away. Lift your heart up out of your pelvis. Opening your heart here. Just gently, you don't have to force it. And if it's more comfortable for your neck to stay looking forward or looking, a little just above the horizon, go for that. Listen to your body. On an exhale, we'll come back. Take our right leg out to the right side. So I'm shifting over to the right side of my chair. My sit bones are just in the front right corner. My right knee is over top of my right ankle, and I can look down and see just my right big toe. So I know I've got that support and that alignment. If you're working on your hip flexibility, you are going to walk your left foot out. If you want more, you can come all the way into Virabhadrasana 2. Reach your left foot back. Left toes are going to turn towards the front, or maybe even in a little more. Press into all four corners of both feet. So really engaging our legs here, squeezing our sit bones together. Shoulders over top of the hips, you got this. Hands to the heart. And on an inhale, we're going to get nice and big. Push it out. Beyond your fingertips here, squeeze your shoulder blades. Breathe here. So sit bones and shoulders squeezing together. Draw your pinkies back, open the chest. Press into all four corners of both feet. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale, drop our right elbow to our right knee. Inhale, sweep the left hand up over top. Maybe stop reaching up towards sunshine. Maybe you reach it over. You can look forward at the horizon. You can look up towards the sky. Wherever you are, squeeze your sit bones together. Press into all four corners of your feet. And then lift up from especially your right side of your torso so we're not collapsing. Lifting up. Breathe here. On an inhale, I'm going to reach all the way up, bring my left hand to my left thigh, and just bring my left leg back to center. I'll use my right hand just to help my right leg back. And again, I'm going to do just a gentle heart opener. So my hands are coming behind me, lifting my heart up out of my pelvis. I'm looking up towards the sky. You can look at the horizon if that's easier on your neck. Take one sweet breath here. You got this. So if you're not already in center, come back to center. We're going to close our eyes, open into Tadasana again. So opening those palms forward, lifting the heart up. Maybe you look up towards the sky this time, but see how it feels now. So what is confidence now? How does it feel? What would it be like to feel confident? Especially when we embody this stillness. All right, I'm going to take my feet, walk them out, and I'm going to walk maybe my feet out from under my knees just a little bit, still pressing into all four corners, drawing up a little bit from the arch. I'm going to find this alignment in my spine, so nice long spine, pelvic floor's drawing up, navel's drawing up, and I'm really going to be mindful of keeping my heart lifted here. We're going to take it out into a nice big star, hands up, put your hands up. All right, on an exhale, I'm going to drop my right hand behind my back. The left hand is going to come over towards my right shin. So I'm going to try and keep my sit bones in the chair, and that might mean that I don't just, reach all the way to my ankle, because now I'm compensating with the left side of my body. So keeping my sit bones there, reaching over. Going to inhale, come back up to your star, take up space, be big here. Drop your left hand behind your back, right hand comes to your left shin. So inhale, come up. Exhale, take it to the other side. And I'm really turning my shoulders and my heart here towards the leg. So I'm not just kind of twisting in my spine while I'm doing this, but I'm making that happen by turning towards the leg I'm reaching for, right from my core, right from my pelvis. Press into all four corners of both feet. You can walk your feet in if that's more comfortable. So turn towards your leg and then reach. Nice and big. Maybe you smile. Traditional yoga, not always required. You can have a little fun with this. Get nice and big. Maybe you wiggle your fingers. And last one here, so have some fun. Maybe tuck your chin. Come up nice and big. Exhale, sweep your arms down, walk your legs in. Should feel really good. We've done a lot of hip opening so far. So we're going to counter that a little bit with an eagle pose, because nothing says confidence like a soaring eagle. So inhale, lift your right leg. You can hug the knee in, and we're going to cross the right leg over top of our left. We're going to bring our right foot behind our left calf. And if you're out here, no worries. We're going to bring it in here and squeeze our hips. So you can see that if I'm not mindful, I will start to twist towards my right. Stay square and center, press into that left foot, draw up from the arch, and that's going to keep your foundation nice and strong. With my hands, I'm going to take them out nice and wide. We've been here. Drop your right arm underneath your left. Bring your palms together. Now, if you can't bring your palms together, don't worry. Bring your hands back towards each other. And if you're like Janice, my elbows don't even cross. Give yourself a hug. So wherever it is to you, maybe you have a bigger chest, who knows? You can just squeeze your arms together. We're going to open our shoulder blades with this pose, creating a little space in our back body. So wherever you are, enjoy it. Feel that stretch in your shoulders and know that you're doing it right. Even if it doesn't look like it, it's a traditional pose. Yoga happens on the inside, guys. You know this. Trust yourself. You're doing it. Now that we're here, enjoying that little space in our back body, one of the typical things is we tend to come forward, because once we start to bring our shoulder blades open, we tend to hunch forward. So Really find that alignment. Lift up, drop your elbows, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze that right foot behind your left calf. Breathe here. Find that nice long, big chest up nice and tall. Squeeze your navel in and up. Breathe here. All right. Inhale, open the arms, uncurl the legs, shake it out here. We'll take it to the other side. So I'm going to plant my right foot kind of in the center. I'm going to hug my left knee up and in. And if you need a little of assistance, lift it up and over. We're going to hug our our left foot in behind our right leg. And again, if you can't cross, no worries. You're going to just focus on bringing that left foot behind your right calf. We're going to take our arms open, so sit up nice and tall, press into your sit bones here. Drop the left arm underneath the right. You can bring the backs of your palms together, maybe your palms meet. If that's not available to you, again, nice little hug. So either way, getting my eagle wings crossed here. Remember, we're going to sit up, so press into your sit bones, draw your navel in and up, lift your heart, and then tag a little weight in the elbows here. So we're opening our shoulder, opening our necks. I tend to tuck my chin just a little bit for an extra little bit of length in the back of my neck. Squeeze your legs together. Breathe here. So see if you can find something to enjoy here. On an inhale, we're going to spread our wings, so to speak. Maybe you give it a little bit of shake, vibration dance. We're going to uncurl our legs. And I'm going to slide back in my chair. And by that I mean I'm also going to pull my chair up just because that's comfortable for me. We're going to hug our right knee in. Actually, I'm going to slide out just a little bit. So if you need a little space, maybe you have a block, or if you aren't able to get up on your chair, stay here. Either way is good. I'm going to come up, hug my right knee in, and then I'm going to take my left elbow to my right knee, curl around, and come into a spinal twist. So you can reach behind you if you are on a stool or a chair. Keeping this nice lift up in my heart so I'm not kind of rolling over my knee, although that is a good stretch in the upper back body. I'm going to come back to center. So if you were having trouble with that, you can always just bring your left hand to the outside of your right leg here. Similar idea, we're just not quite lifting up on our leg. So either way, we're going to take it to the left side. You can bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee and twist here if you want. You can hug your left leg in. Bring your right elbow around your left knee and open to the side. Now, see if you can keep your gaze over top of your heart and sternum. And then you're going to twist, and once your twist is as far as you can go, then look over your left shoulder. So it's really mindfully twisting here, keeping your heart lifted, spine nice and long. Breathe here. So hugging our knees up is really good for our digestion. Little spinal twist. We'll exhale, come back to center. And I'm going to invite you to find maybe a comfortable pose, maybe a bold pose of your choice. Something seated. Today maybe I'm going to stack my legs, working towards a lotus pose. Wherever you are, maybe you're seated cross-legged, maybe you're sitting with your feet out in front of you. Who knows? There's no wrong answer, but listen to yourself and take what feels good here. Close our eyes. Drop our shoulders away from our ears. And one more time, just consider, what would it feel like, or how does it feel to be confident? And there's no right or wrong answer. There's only the answer that is meant for you. So trust what comes. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home and your space and your time. From my heart to yours. Namaste.